3 games in about a week. You think you guys have your legs for that?
I hope I got mine. I had crazy cramps tonight, but yeah, I think we're in good condition. We're gonna get better condition as we go on. We haven't played a game in I don't know how long, almost 300 days. So once we get our game condition back, we're gonna be good.
You guys took a lot of threes tonight. You in particular, 3 of 7 tonight. Is that something we're going to see quite a bit?
Yeah, probably every night. But yeah, we're a very unselfish team. We hit our shooters. We got big men that pass it out, guards that find open man. So there's gonna be a lot of threes from everybody.
Was Coach happy after the game? What did he say to you guys?
He was very happy. He said a win's a win. We got a lot of stuff to work on, but at the end of the day, we have to be grateful for even playing basketball right now during this COVID situation. There's a lot of players not able to play, so you just have to have a lot of gratitude to just go out there and play basketball, have fun, especially getting a win while you're doing it.
You brought up a lot of guys unselfish, passing the ball. Gage is very impressive passing the ball. It seems like you guys, it seems so good sometimes. Some people aren't ready for it at times. How impressive is it to see a big guy like that passing the way he does?
I mean, it's a pleasure playing with Gage. He hits, like I'm a shooter, so every time I give him the ball in the post, I do what coach calls split action. So I run the corner. He gets me so many of my threes. Every time somebody cuts to the rim, he never looks to score first. He always looks to pass the ball. And you guys know how good of a scorer he is. So that just makes him extra scary.
Monte, you guys give a lot of credit to William Jewell for coming down here and playing you guys tonight, and being able to get a game in. And also, they didn't seem to be intimidated. They stayed with you guys out there.
Yeah, I'm glad they came out here and played the way they did. I didn't want them to come out here and be scared. I mean, it's just basketball at the end of the day. I'm glad they came out here and competed. That's all basketball is about, just competing and having fun. I appreciate them for coming down here and playing us.
Young guys getting in the mix. Lukai was the first off the bench. Did you like the way what you saw from him tonight? And he's a freshman. He's going to have to get better.
I remember my first game. I mean, he came out here. He did what he was supposed to do. He stood his ground. He got a lot of stuff to work on, but he's a freshman point guard at that. So he's going to learn how to be a true leader. He's going to learn how to distribute the ball how he wants to score, find an open man. He's going to get a lot better. He did good his first game.
What do you think you guys got to work on before Saturday night?
Definitely cut down on our turnovers. We had 19 assists, but we had 19 turnovers. And then defensive rebounding. We got to rebound way better, box out. That's the two main things. Cut down on our turnovers, compete harder, and defensive rebound.
I'm looking out there. Some teammates, shooting around right now just after the game, trying to get better.
Mm-hmm.
What's the anxiety and just been chomping at the bit trying to get out here, just trying to play basketball? Just how crazy have these last few weeks been for you?
I mean, these last few weeks been crazy. Our whole team just loves basketball. We're always in the gym getting better. We're always working out with the coaches in the gym as much as we can. That's why you see our players out there right now getting better. I mean, that's all we do as a team. We just all get better. We just want to play basketball, have fun. We try to get as much basketball as we can because we never know if we're gonna get shut down again. Game gets canceled, so we just gotta cherish the moment we have.
All right, Jamonte, thank you so much. Congrats on your career high tonight.
Thank you.
All right. We'll get Coach Ford on as soon as he's done with his radio interview. So we'll take a quick pause and be right back with Coach Dana Ford.
You never know what to expect. It's December 16th. It's our first game. You don't know if guys are going to come out and play well or not play well. You don't know what to expect. I just wanted to get on the court and start somewhere, and I think that's kind of what we got.
Debuting offense tonight. Did you see what you wanted to see in that? And how far do you think you have to go with some of that?
Say that first part again.
New offense tonight. Just debuting that and getting that out there. Did you like what you saw?
I mean, I wouldn't call it a new offense, but I like the fact that we had 19 assists. We still have to figure out some things. We had 19 turnovers as well. Some of our execution wasn't great, but it allows for us to start teaching and make some improvements and some adjustments. And I like where their heart is. Their heart's in the right place in regards to trying to share the ball. 19 assists, that's a good number.
Coach, it was nice that you finally were able to actually play someone. How much credit do you give for William Jewell for coming down here and competing with you guys?
Oh, and we're very appreciative that they decided to come and play. You know, it's one of those just drop out of the sky things, and the kids fought hard, and you know, they scored 44 points in the second half, and which I think is ultimately our issue today. And our defense will get better, but I thought they did a good job.
You guys kind of mentioned that you were kind of in a groove going into the game that was supposed to be played against Evangel, and then you're off for a couple of weeks, and you only have a couple practices leading up to this. How much were they thrown off, and kind of what do we kind of expect from just trying to get better here these next few days?
You know, I thought, you know, I'm not sure who was at the game, but you know, I didn't think anyone had their legs underneath them. I mean, it's just been a grind. We were off for a long time, and we had so many guys with symptoms that we couldn't practice even when the quarantine was over. You had to wait 5 more days. And I think that the biggest part of that is just their conditioning and getting their legs and their conversion and doing it for 4 minutes straight. You know, when we got tired today, we really looked bad. But you know, that's part of this year. I think a lot of teams have to deal with that. We'll have to handle that better. But it's good to play. It's good that we play again and again. I kind of keep playing in hopes that we get our legs underneath us and we can hopefully execute and think a little better.
Coach, just your thoughts on the new transfer situation with D1. You got a lot of guys that may be able to play right now. What are your initial thoughts on that?
Well, I think it'll help us. As you can tell, you know, our freshmen, they're just not ready for, you know, game competition right now. And they're good young players, but this is a whole nother level. And, you know, getting Dawson available as well as DeMarcus, probably our top 7 guys. So that will help us tremendously. You know, it'll make us about 8 or 9 deep, which is probably a good number. But those guys will be playing for, you know, at least a few more weeks. But that was very welcoming news for us, considering, you know, we really feel like Dawson can help us. And, you know, as you saw today, rebounding is not a strength of ours at the moment. So the more bodies, the bigger bodies we have available, the better for us.
Coach, just talk about Gage. He played 25 minutes tonight. Is that about right for what you're looking for from him? And what's it going to be like being able to have him available a lot more this year?
No, he's going to play over 30 minutes a game. You know, I think he picked up a foul. I think he was in foul trouble there late in that first half. We set him a little bit, but he's got to continue to get his legs back underneath him. And he's worked tremendously hard on his body and getting in shape. But he's going to be a 30-minute guy. We're going to have about 4 or 5 or 6 of those 30-minute guys. And, you know, that's kind of the makeup of our group at the moment. And until we get those other guys back, they'll add a little more depth, but it won't be for Gage. You know, he'll be up in that 32 range, I hope.
When do you anticipate getting those other guys back?
I would say after Christmas. I would hope by league play. I'm not 100% sure. Hopefully, definitely by home league opener. Our home opener, I think, is Indiana State. I would hope, but I don't know. They both been out for. They're closer to returning than they are injured. They've both been out for a long time, but we're not going to bring them back before they're 100%. Just because it's just the right thing to do.
I mean, you brought up, I know there's some turnovers tonight, but 19 assists, just seeing the ball move, just some unselfishness tonight. Some guys even making the extra pass when they maybe had a look. You had to be happy with that as a coach.
Yeah, 19 assists is great. And you know, we just have to play, right? I mean, we just have to play. It's a little shaky. Guys are still, you know, second guessing and not wanting to take that risk. But after evaluating the tape, I can have a better understanding. But, you know, you can never be upset with 19 assists. And I'll be honest, we had 19 turnovers. Isaiah Mosley had 8. So, I mean, if one guy's going to turn the dang ball over 8 times, you're going to have some turnovers. And that and the rebounding of our wings, our boxing out and our rebounding, that tonight really upset me. And obviously our bench wasn't great, but I'm not as surprised nor am I as upset about that as I am our core guys not taking care of the ball and not rebounding. I mean, to me, that's disappointing, but we'll get better. These guys have great attitudes. They'll take the coaching. They'll get better.
Coach, looking at the bigger picture with the Valley, I mean, there are a lot of Valley teams that have a lot of games under their belt going into the conference season. You guys don't. Northern Iowa going into a quarantine. Just your thought going toward the conference, because the conference isn't that far off right now.
Yeah, I know, right? It's, what is it, 10 days? Yeah, we start league play in 10 days. Dan, I got to take it one day at a time. Our league, I really think our league is really good again this year. It's a tough physical league. I think tonight, what I realize is we better get a lot tougher in the next 10 days. We better get a lot stronger with the basketball, and we better box out a lot better than what we're doing and help on defense and things like that. But that's probably what I would anticipate. It's hard to get a true feel for the league when you look at records. I mean, you got to see who people are playing. Like you look at Northern Iowa, their record's 1-4. It's the best 1-4 team in the country. Okay, they're still really good. They don't have AJ Green. They're still really good, right? So, but I haven't had time to break people down like that. I know our league's going to be tough. I know they're going to take care of the basketball, and I know the offense is going to make it hard to guard. And we got a lot of work to do before then. But hey, it's a fair question because it's 10 days away, and we got 2, possibly 3 games in that stretch, and we got a lot of work to do, right? We got a lot of work to do.
Well, I was going to say, do you feel like you're at a disadvantage because you haven't been able to play as opposed to the other ones?
I don't want to say we're at a disadvantage, but I mean, I would have liked to start the season November 27th and not December the 16th. I mean, this is, we're the, I joke with the team, we're the last Valley team to play. I mean, you want to be the last Valley team playing at the end of the year, not the beginning of the year, right? You want to play. So to answer your question, we have a lot of makeup to do. I mean, I didn't think not one player had their legs underneath them out there. And I don't care who the player is. Tonight was weird for them. It's December 16th. It's their first game. They've already finished finals. They ain't play a game. And they did set the men's basketball record for GPA, which is a good day for us. And it's very surprising considering who their coach is. So,
Coach, do you feel good about the December 23rd date that you guys are going to get something?
At the moment, we can't find anything that makes sense. We've got 2, we're waiting on 2 calls back. We got a call today that might make sense and might be able to get it done. But I think that come Saturday and Sunday, we're going to get more options for that, right? I mean, like I saw someone went in quarantine today. All of a sudden they may need games. Or so at the moment, I don't feel good about a game. We need a game. So we're going to do whatever we can to do it. And if we can't get a game, we're going to play an inter-squad scrimmage.
Kind of a weird question, but how you been? We haven't talked to you much. How are you doing?
I'm great. If we can box out and rebound and take care of the ball, I'll be doing great. But I really enjoy this group. I mean, it's a great group of guys. They're a great group of guys, and I'm doing good. It's just a weird time, crazy time, and we're unlike a lot of other schools right now. We need to play, right? Coaches that have played games, they want to send the guys home, and I get that. Well, our guys went home already. We need to play, and if we can get some type of rhythm and our feet underneath us and some depth and some health, I'll be doing a lot better. But it is what it is.
Coach, before we go, you want to talk about Saturday's game with Northwestern State and what you want to see from that game?
Yeah, I mean, hey, for starters, I'd like to see just a better rhythm in our conversion game, how fast we're getting offense and defense. What I would not like to see is the what I call the deer in headlights look that I saw from a lot of guys tonight, which I understand. Obviously, you know, we got to take better care of the basketball. Our entire team does. And, you know, we've got to try to continue to, you know, work the ball side to side offensively. And then defensively, we got to do a better job keeping it on one side and being more assignment correct and not trying to deviate from the things that we tried to work on. So Northwestern State's a fast playing team. And, you know, I think this is going to be maybe their 8th or 9th game. And as much as I want to say that doesn't matter, that does matter because, I mean, you get more comfortable game after game after game after game. We will have to play 2 better halves. I thought our first half defense tonight was acceptable and our second half offense was acceptable, except for the turnovers. But we're going to have to put closer to 40 minutes together to, you know, to beat the Division I opponent.
All right. I think that's it for tonight, Coach. Thank you so much. Congrats on the win.
Thank you, guys.
Coach.
Thanks, Coach.